Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the bench. Yes, I am still alive. It's been 2.5 months since I put up any content, and I really must apologize for that, but there is good reason. So let me explain. Well, for one thing, I'm in a different house. The bench is still here, but I have moved. So let's backtrack a moment. Well, a month and a half ago, if you read the community post, you heard that my brother passed away. He had stage 4 lung cancer, and he lasted quite a while, 3.5 years, non-small cell type. But, when you're at stage 4, even with these newer miracle drugs they have, it can still get you. And the cancer metastasized into different parts of his body and got into his bones, and that's really painful, and he suffered quite a bit there at the end. In a way, it was a blessing because he doesn't have to suffer anymore. And my brother, he autistic. There's a lot of people who are autistic. They even put up videos, and they seem normal. They have a family and a job and all that, but they're autistic. They call it on the spectrum because autism is very different. It could be very different in different people. And my brother was the type, he would make noises and rock. Though he could speak, he would talk normally, but he would rock and he'd make noises and do other odd behaviors. And he had care all of his life. Probably 25 years ago, my parents finally got him providers that would help take care of him. They'd take him out. He lived with my parents all that time. In 2005, my dad found him an inexpensive house, and he bought the house for him. My parents are getting older, and they needed their independence. So they found a provider service, and he found a house for him so they could take care of him. My parents could live their life, even though they still kind of hovered over him a bit much. So what happened was, after he passed away, my dad has to get rid of the house. My dad's 80 years old, and he has a bad back, and he doesn't want to monkey with cleaning the place up, cleaning the place out, fixing it up. So he offered it to me, and I accepted it. I had some times I was reluctant, and I actually backed out at one point, but he talked me back into accepting it. So yeah, it's no Taj Mahal, it's a fixer-upper. It's a small house. We're talking 800 square feet, but I'm just one person. Though I am finding it difficult to squeeze in here. I'll take you a little tour in a minute. So I'm downsizing. Not counting the bathroom, I'm going from a 8-room house to a 4-room house. So yeah. And I run a business out of my house. So yeah, it's a challenge. But I'm kind of practicing minimalism. A lot of people, they want to keep buying junk, and they accumulate tons of junk and have to put it somewhere. I'm more frugal than that, though I still have a lot of stuff, and I got rid of a lot of things. Not a lot of furniture followed me up here. I got my folding table here for the bench. Of course, the computer. Audio stuff. I like to listen to music, though I don't have anything fancy. I'm not a audiophile, I'll say that. I just like listening to music. But anyway, my dad said, well, you're responsible for clearing the place out, and it's going to be your baby. So he offered it to me for an extremely reasonable price, we'll say. And I'm hoping I can sell my other house and have some profit. That way I got some things there. I got to get my eye looked at. I got to get my tooth fixed. The tires for the car. I like to buy that Quantasylum analyzer for my bench. I do need a new computer. My when my other computer started wigging out, I found a used computer place and bought that thing for $200. That Dell there. Normally I like to build my own computers, but that was right in the middle of COVID and all the chip prices went up. Processor prices doubled, and I'm not going to spend money on a computer and have to pay double for it. So yeah, that's kind of an interim solution. This house is kind of an interim solution for me because I might be here limited time, maybe like 5 years. I don't know. My first house, I bought that as a starter house. I said, I'll probably only be here 10 years, but I ended up being there 27 years. So, yeah, that's the other house, like I say, is quite a bit bigger. And this is more of a rural setting. It's a little quieter. I don't have dogs barking all the time and kids. And one issue with that other neighborhood where I lived, it's becoming a renter's paradise. These rental corporations, real estate corporations, are coming in and buying up a lot of houses and turning them into rentals. And you get people in and out of there. You know, they usually stay 1 to 3 years, it seems. And most of the time the neighbors are okay, but I had a couple of really bad neighbors. I got a good neighbor on one side. As a matter of fact, he's mowing the lawn for me because I'm so busy with this stuff. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been fixing up my old house. I've done a lot of work to it. Got a lot of work to go yet. I've been working on this house. Had to clear it out. My brother had like a small bookstore worth of books, literally tons of them. This house was just packed with stuff. He had like 70 radios. He collected radios, and they weren't good. They were just junky ones, little mini systems, headphone. You could open a drawer in a dresser and there'd be a radio hiding in there. You find these things all over the place. Music, tons of records. He had I kept quite a few of them. Music I didn't have, but he had somewhere close to 1,000 record albums, and I kept about 130 of them. You know, stuff I wasn't interested in or already had, I did not keep. So yeah, that's what's going on here. Here's the kitchen area. You know, it's just packed with stuff. I gotta, this is my stuff I brought in. I gotta sort through it. Like I said, I got rid of a lot of stuff already, but I have, I want to go through and sort and get rid of more stuff. It just takes time. Not too bad of a kitchen. I fixed the cabinets, got them all closing. The lower ones need some refinishing work. I'll probably put new flooring in at some point, and that's down the road. I don't like these lights. One of them doesn't work. I actually put those in 10 years ago, and yeah, I'm going to change those. There's the main front room. Got my TV and my stereo here. It's really just an amplifier. Boston Acoustics A100s. I'll never part with those speakers. Other side, I got the bench and the computer, the electric exercise bike. Did a video on that. The room back there is my work room, and off of that in the back is the bedroom. I have a little laundry room here, and it's packed with stuff I gotta sort through and move around and get figured out. Over here we have a bathroom. I put this vanity in a couple of years ago. The only problem is it didn't cover the full area. I'm trying to find replacement tile for that. So yeah, that's another thing. I got to replace this toilet. The lid's cracked. This toilet's always been a pain. Got a nice walk-in shower, nice shower there. Outside here, I'm on 3/4 acres of land. So it's a lot bigger than the land in the plat I had. So over there, there's a lady there. I know her. She's pretty quiet, friendly. We talk every so often. Across the road is a field beyond those trees. It's kind of a wooded area over there. Well pit, having problems with the well, trying to get the pressure right in the tank. I think I got that fixed. Oh, I got a little storage shed. I've done work on this. There was moss on the roof. I repainted the trim, replaced rotted boards. Door was rusted. I sanded, primed, and painted that. Tearing out this pool. It was a nice pool, but it was just getting in bad shape. Needed all new decking and everything. And I don't really use it anymore, so pulling it out. A lot of good treated lumber. There's a neighbor back there. It's kind of in the back corner. Oil heat. I got the furnace all in pieces. I gotta fix that. I fixed this gutter. I can't even see what I'm filming here. It's so bright out. That fascia board was kind of rotten. And the gutter wasn't sloped properly, and it was falling off and standing water, mosquito breeding ground. So got that all fixed so far. You can see my little light up there. I put a light up. Made my own light fixture, LED of course. I'm gonna put a few of them around. So this is the garage. This is what really needs tons of work. As you can see, I'm going to cut off the bottom and replace the rotted wood. There's some wood behind there, it's rotted. And this is what's left of that fascia board. And get the nails out of it, put it into the burn pile. This is the burn pile. Got pool lumber here. It's all good wood I can use for stuff. To get rid of some of it though. There's the garage. Needs some work on the front here. This is the right side, kind of wooded like I said. There's the front of the property. Got some more rotted stuff to fix. This is probably tackle this next. Need to fix that. It's got a nice little porch here. It faces east, so throughout the day it's always shaded. It stays reasonably cool out here in the country. You can hear the highway. I'm close to I-75. Probably a quarter mile away. There's I gotta fix this. I'm gonna take the bottom two boards off, siding, and replace all that, get it fixed. So you can see all the work I have to do. That's not all of it. Like I said, I've done a lot and I still have a lot to do. I put baseboard in. Didn't even have baseboard. So before I moved in, I put baseboard in. Of course, at my other house, I got to finish drywall work upstairs. Then I got to put trim in, including baseboard. Then I got to paint the upstairs and the downstairs. And a few little minor things, and that should be ready to list. So yeah, that's why I haven't been doing videos. I just have a full plate. And here's the other thing. I consider myself semi-retired. I don't really go looking for work, but I still have a lot of customers that want stuff done. And of course, during the move and everything, all of a sudden, a bunch of work comes in. So I have to battle all this work, dealing with two houses, and I just don't have time anymore. I don't have time for YouTube. And this week I need to speak to some realtors. They say you should get in touch with a realtor before you're ready to list. I want to kind of get a feel maybe what kind of listing price I should put on that house. So yeah, it's a laundry list of stuff I have to do. I might try to squeak in a video or two, but I just don't expect much from me. I appreciate the support and everything, but until I get settled in here and get some stuff taken care of, I'm not going to be able to put up a lot of content. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching and sticking with me here. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.